Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a qualification match for the World Cup of Professional Wrestling. Introducing first, hailing from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, he weighs in tonight at 230 pounds, Kurt Angle. Well, Kurt Angle, no stranger to representing his country in worldwide events. Who can forget the 1996 Olympic Games in Atlanta, Georgia? And this man went on to get a gold medal for amateur wrestling despite having a broken neck. If there's anybody best suited to represent the USA at international level again, it has to be this man. But the man that he has to face here tonight, he thinks he's just a man for the job as well. And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, hailing from West Newbury, Massachusetts, he weighs in tonight at 251 pounds, John Cena. Well, we did have a poll asking people who should represent the USA, and somebody won it with nearly 80% of the vote. Unfortunately, we couldn't actually see who the winner was. We're going to have a match here tonight, but John Cena, multiple-time world champion, the franchise, whatever that means. You can't see him, he'll never give up. And a load of other meaningless catchphrases that have made him very popular over the years. And of course, two old rivals here. A rivalry from 20 years ago. These two men have not been in the ring together since, not facing off against each other anyway. Both of them have the opportunity to represent the USA at the World Cup of Pro Wrestling. Remember, 9 minutes on the clock. Whoever can secure the most falls in that time will be declared the winner. It's the two men with a little bit of a feeling out process, but look at Kurt Angle, guts behind a nice belly to back suplex. Kurt Angle's amateur wrestling skills on full display already, and now look at this, trying to tie Cena up, trying to choke him out. Very smart strategy, as you'd expect from the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. Causing John Cena all kinds of problems very early in the match. Dictating the pace at the moment is Angle, and John Cena seems to be struggling. Another submission maneuver, front face lock, as Cena finds himself grounded on the canvas and at the mercy of Mr. Kurt Angle. Very, very happy with his work. He has every right to be, but he doesn't want to take his eyes off the ball here. As Angle continuing this onslaught, John Cena really, really struggling here as Angle guts behind again, and another beautiful suplex. Kurt Angle has been dominant thus far, just over a minute gone. Hooks the leg, first attempt at a pinfall, gets to the counter two. John Cena's not going to give up that easily, but the way this is going, Kurt Angle could very easily got to represent the USA in a crossface chicken win, but too close to the ropes. And look at Angle knowing all of the rules. He knows the referee can't disqualify him as long as he breaks that hold before the count of 5, which he did at the count of 4. And that German suplex and drops Cena right on his head. Kurt Angle absolutely dominant in this match. John Cena doesn't look to have a hope in hell. The way this is going, Kurt Angle's definitely going to be going to the World Cup of Wrestling. But look at this, Cena finally with a counter and a quick pinning combination by John Cena. A move you don't see very often for him. It was nearly enough to catch Angle out there as Cena tries charging in, tries to get some offense in. But once again, Kurt Angle just shutting him down. And he remains firmly in control of this match. Cena not in a good position as he rams his head into the turnbuckle on a thunderous German suplex. I don't think Kurt Angle's ever looked so dominant against John Cena before. Not able to cope with the Olympic gold medalist as now Angle hooks the leg, tries to get the first fall. Very nearly does. But John Cena just in the nick of time, avoiding going 1-0 down. And look at Angle wearing down the knee of John Cena, wearing down the legs. Perhaps in preparation for going for the ankle lock. I don't think the punch to the nuts was anything to do with the ankle lock. I think he just wants to punish Cena as much as he can. We're getting towards the 6-minute mark. 6 minutes left on the clock here. And finally Cena fighting out and getting something in against Angle. He's got to do something drastic here. Things not going his way. Maybe this is it. Crossface applied and Kurt Angle reaching for the ropes, but I don't think he's going to be able to reach him a long way away. But Cena couldn't keep the grip. Angle managing to fight out. Cena doing the smart thing here, doing exactly what Angle was doing, keeping his opponent on the mat. Not normally the style you associate with John Cena, but he's being very cautious, and understandably so, because he just spent 3 minutes on the canvas, not able to do anything against his opponent. This is a good move though, Boston Crab submission maneuver. And once again couldn't keep a grip of it. Angle very crafty at fighting his way out of these submissions. Nonetheless, Cena goes for the cover, hooks the leg, doesn't even get a count of 2. Kurt Angle, despite not getting as much in the past minute or 2, still very well in this match. And a nice sandball suplex there, and just like that, Kurt Angle looks like he's going to control this match again. And now Angle goes behind Cena, the Angle slam. As we're nearly halfway through this match, Kurt Angle may be about to secure the first fall, hooks the leg, referee makes the count, and Kurt Angle, as things stand, will be going to the World Cup of Pro Wrestling to represent the United States of America. And look at Cena trying to dive in, nice back body drop by Kurt Angle. Maybe Angle's just too much for Cena. As now Kurt, look at this, modified version of a single leg Boston Crab, putting more pressure on the leg though rather than the spine. Trying to hyperextend the ankle. Just shows you that it's not just the ankle lock Kurt Angle can hurt you with, he can hurt you in a million different ways. As John Cena finding out, and that would have hurt him more than anything. It's methodical, it's calculated, and it's very, very effective. This game plan of Kurt Angle's here, John Cena. We've never seen him get absolutely dominated in a match like this. And if something doesn't change in the next 4 minutes, John Cena will have to put this down as an embarrassing loss, as Kurt Angle charges in, and a shoulder thrust to the midsection, knocking all of the air out of John Cena. Now sends him into the opposite corner, taking a moment of time to break to the fans. But a big mistake by Angle, taking his eye off the ball. And John Cena charging in with the shoulder block. John Cena maybe getting a second wind here, and that mistake by Angle, just that momentary lapse in concentration, could cost him here. As now Cena knows he has to do something big, goes to the top rope, drops the elbow, ends up nailing Angle in the knees instead of in the sternum. But that may not be a bad thing. Take the legs out from under a man. He's going to find it very difficult to fight back, as Cena now trying to rally this capacity crowd firmly behind him. As now Cena hooks the arm, picks Kurt Angle up. Look at this power from Cena. Unbelievable strength. Does the 3 squats with Kurt Angle. All the blood rushing to the head, and a beautiful vertical suplex. Thinks that might be enough to get the 3 count here. Lateral press, shoulders down, and Kurt Angle was very close there. Very close to not getting the shoulder up, but just about in the nick of time. Only 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. But John Cena seems to be turning the tide here as he drops the fist for the 5-knuckle shuffle. The question is, can John Cena get a fall, level it up at least? If he can do it in the time limit, it will go to extra time and sudden death. But look at that, tries nailing the FU. Angle managing to fight out. Look at this small package. Cena wasn't expecting that. The shoulders are down here. Oh my God. A veteran like Angle can surprise you with a move like that out of the blue. You've always got to be prepared for it. And I don't think Cena was there, but he got away with it. As now Cena goes behind Angle, floats over, slams his face right into the canvas. As we have less than 2 minutes left on the clock, as Cena picks him up, nails the FU. And that could be enough here. Lateral press, shoulders down, and John Cena has leveled it up. It's one apiece here. With 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock, you've got to believe that if any of these men manages to get another fall, surely they'd go on to win the match and go on to represent the USA. As Cena may be looking for another FU here, tries pulling Angle in. Angle with a kick to the gut, takes Cena down. And look at this, Kurt Angle goes behind, another Angle slam. Well, just as it looked like John Cena was taking over in the match, Kurt Angle pulling out another finishing maneuver, completely out of the blue, completely unexpectedly. Just under a minute left on the clock. The lateral press, the shoulders down, and Kurt Angle. It's 2 falls to 1 now. Less than a minute left on the clock. Has to be the odds-on favourite. John Cena needs to fight with everything he's got here. And maybe this is it. Cena picks him up. Nails the FU. Well, unbelievable. Out of nowhere, Cena pulling off his finisher. And we're 2 apiece here. And Cena maybe now he's starting to believe he can win this match in the very short time that we've got left. But look at Angle trying to fight with everything he's got. These 2 men have put it all on the line in this match in the hopes of representing the country. One of them will be disappointed. 10 seconds left. Can Cena do anything here off the top rope? Nails the double axe handle. As now Cena going for the FU, but I'm not sure there's going to be time. The time limit ticking down, 1 second left. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. The time limit has expired. That means we'll go into sudden death. The match will continue. If either of these men can get 1 fall, they will be declared the winner. It doesn't matter about what's transpired in the last 9 minutes. Sudden death here. Very, very important. You do not lose your composure at this stage, because all of that work you've put in will soon disappear. And Kurt Angle seems to have stepped it up a gear here. That's what great athletes do when the time is right. And beautiful arm drag right off the top turnbuckle. Just as Angle looked like he may have been down and out. Finding a second gear here. Tries a quick roll up, but too close to the ropes nonetheless. Kurt Angle maintaining control here. A lot on the line. Nothing bigger than representing your country on the world stage. And it obviously means a lot to Kurt Angle, but it obviously means a lot to John Cena as well. Nice reversal and a big right hand to the face. As Kurt Angle seemingly motionless on his back, down on the canvas. As Cena comes off the ropes, brushes off the shoulder, and the 5-knuckle shuffle. Could be game over here for Kurt Angle. John Cena could be going on to the World Cup of Professional Wrestling, but Kurt Angle with a very quick kick out. It's going to take a lot more to put this man away, that's for sure. A Lucha Libre style arm drag there from John Cena. Just trying any move he knows to try and put this away. But Angle back to his feet, tries charging in. Angle with a nice drop kick, sends Cena into the corner. Look at this referee calling for a break here, and a chip shot by Angle. Unbelievable. Kurt Angle will use any move he can to get an advantage. And look at this, the ankle lock applied. As John Cena desperately reaches for the ropes, Angle pulling him away.
Rope break.
But Cena somehow manages to grasp the rope. Referee will force a break here. But once again, Kurt Angle refusing to break it until the referee gets to the count of 4. And although Cena may have avoided losing the match there, the damage may have been done to that angle. That ankle, I should say. And look at Kurt Angle going to work on the leg again. You've got to believe he's going to try and reapply that hold. And the way things are going at the moment, I don't think there's much that John Cena can do to prevent him from doing exactly that. As Angle repositions his opponent, maybe going for it there. But Cena fights out, maybe realising it would have been game over there. The adrenaline kicking in. As now Cena tries a submission maneuver, but far too close to the ropes there. Referee was always going to call for the break. A little bit of an amateur mistake there from Cena, it has to be said. As now he sends Kurt Angle into the corner. But look at this Angle with the reversal. Throws him in himself, turns it around. Angle trying to slow the pace down here, and another cheap shot by Angle to the face of John Cena. There's really no calling who's going to win this, that's for sure. Oh well, maybe I spoke too soon as Kurt Angle locks it in again, the ankle lock. Once again, John Cena trying to reach the ropes. Desperately trying to grasp with everything he's got in his body, trying to fight. And once again the strength of Cena managing to pull him away. But once again, Angle putting more and more damage on the ankle. Every second he refuses to break that hold. John Cena may not even be able to stand up on that leg. As look at Angle now. Angle frustrated with the referee. Chasing him round the ring. Well, I never thought I'd see this. And Kurt Angle, not only that, turning his back on John Cena. Big mistake. And now Cena looking to capitalise on that mistake. Charges in with a big shoulder block. Kurt Angle may have made the biggest mistake of his life there. Absolutely infuriated with the referee. I'm not quite sure why. And now John Cena drops the knee right to the sternum, right off the top rope. Once again, Cena may have found another gear. Oh, but look at that leg. Struggling to bear weight on that leg, and it's unsurprising all the damage that Kurt Angle's done to it. But John Cena trying to take an eye for an eye here, or a leg for a leg. Going to work on the leg of Kurt Angle. Trying to inflict some of the pain that he inflicted on him. As now Cena, for the third time in this match, says you can't see me, but I can clearly see him. He's right there on my screen as he comes off the ropes. Drops the fist right across the face with a 5-knuckle shuffle. As John Cena, maybe it's time to try and finish the match off once and for all. Tries pulling him in. Angle reverses. For some reason, Angle's still looking at the referee. This man has lost it as Angle maybe tries the Angle slam, but Cena fights out. Real back and forth stuff. Cena sends him for the ride. Maybe tries the FU. Angle comes from behind though, and a beautiful German suplex by the Olympic gold medalist as Angle goes behind. Maybe trying the Angle slam once again. Cena fights out, and this time rings the arm, picks him up on his back. And John Cena nails the FU. Could that be enough to send John Cena to the World Cup of Professional Wrestling? You're damn right it will. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, John Cena. Well, that was a match that could have gone either way. Thankfully for John Cena, he won, and he will be representing his country at the World Cup of Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, that event will start in 2 days' time. Let's take a look at the groups. Starting out on Group A, the Giant Gonzalez representing Argentina, Bret Hart representing Canada, the Iron Sheik representing Iran, and of course for Mexico, Rey Mysterio. And if we take a look as well at Group B, there you see it. The Dynamite Kid representing England, Jushin Thunder Liger for Japan, and the Ugandan Giant Kamala representing his home country. Of course you can't see him there, but you will be able to see him when we add the graphic in, because John Cena will be representing the United States of America in that big event. There'll be no VAR, there'll be no strange bald men in the crowd for every game. It's just going to be non-stop action. We will find out who will win the World Cup of Wrestling 2026, and it all starts in 2 nights' time. Do not miss it.